Gloria laus et honor tibi sit, Rex Christe Redemptor, cui puerile decus, promsito sana vium. Israel est rex, Davidis et inclita proles, nomine qui in Domini, Rex benedicte venis. Gloria laus et honor tibi sit, Rex Christe Redemptor.
Oh, can you feel it? Can you feel it, chat? It's time to get comfy. It's time to get comfy and be positive. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just getting so choked up with all the great things we're gonna see this afternoon. How you doing, chat? How you doing? Oh gosh. No, I do encourage you though. You probably should get something to drink here, because this is going to be a particular kind of hard to watch that I'm not particularly fond of. So it might be in your best interest. Oh, go on. What's up, Nightmare? Thanks for being early. Appreciate that. You know what I saw? Like 15 minutes after I scheduled the live, Eminem was in the chat. Yeah, it doesn't have the comment anymore. Volan. I'm gonna need you to bring it down like 50 knots there, bro. Well, that's how you open a conversation? I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, hell. What was I talking about? Damn, I don't remember. Oh, Eminem. He posted in the chat 5 minutes after I scheduled it. He told me to start it. I was so pissed. Get the hell out of here, bro. Oh, Dead is in a cheeky late night patrol. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm trying a new time slot here. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it yet. 'Cause I feel this is like the time of day that most people are home. I know it's pretty late for the UK people. It's late afternoon for the people in the US as well. So, you know, we'll try it out. Test a new. We'll try something else next week. Whatever. Alrighty. Alright, fellas, are you ready? Are you ready to see some just some grade A shit? I'll tell you why the week got so busy. It's because Gamescom is happening this week, and Total War is going to have a section tomorrow, and I'm considering doing a positive watch-along stream. I'm not too sure. If you watched my short previously today, you know. I'm honestly not sure yet. I don't know if I care enough. There's only one thing that interests me, but you know, something always happens. Something always happens that I wish I was around for, and then I miss it, and then I have to go back, and then, you know, see what's up. Oh, hang on. There we go. Hey guys, what's going on? Oh, I don't need to start drinking yet. I will though. I will though shortly. Yeah, Gamescom. Is this it? We're not watching this. There's a bunch of new games are out. Is this it? This isn't it. Oh. Wait, sorry. I'm wrong. It's Jeffy's place, so the Game Awards. Jeffy hosts it. There we are. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Nobody goes to the actual Gamescom channel, apparently. Bunch of new... I've been seeing a lot of stuff like this. I think this is like furry shit. Heroes is getting a remaster. They replaced the main character in Turok with a woman, apparently. Snoop Dogg is in Hitman. It wasn't enough he was putting Tupac in a game. Now he's got to be in a game himself. This looks like an app game. Voland. You were right. It's old Egg Dick Jeff. Do you have like precognition or something? What is that about? Also, be 100% positive, especially when we make fun of all the guys' hairline again. Those were positive statements we made about those people's hairlines, okay? Those were positive statements. They had good hairlines. Anime shit. Oh, this looks like something Soytech would like. Yeah. What is that? Oh, Assassin's Creed. Piss off. Okay. Well, I think that's all the new shit. But yeah, Gamescom is happening this week. So there's a bunch of stuff coming out for that, and that's what the CA is doing. I wanted to look at this. Nice 4-minute intermission. Awesome, guys. Excellent work. I wanted to look at this, see if anybody showed up. What are they... What CGI bullshit are they presenting to me right now?
In the north, the winds howl in madness.
Oh, gosh. They don't even bother making CGI trailers anymore. Which I don't think they should do anyway, but it feels like a significant drop. Oh!
In the case of Archaon, it's obviously...
Oh, it's Mitch again. Okay. Yeah, I missed Mitch. I haven't seen this yet, so I want to see who was involved. The game sucks. Who cares about in-game scenarios? Because the battles aren't fun. Are they just more or less playing it? Oh, hang on. Let's see what this turn time looks like.
This isn't the ideal place for me to have been triggering being the endgame, because as you can see, there is an incredibly strong Carl. I'm not even the strongest guy on the map.
The other thing we can mention, something else, while this end turn is going on. But yeah, we've also made a change to Archaon's warband system, again, so that he could get some of the units that he couldn't previously get. So I'm just going to check because I don't want to get this wrong. But yeah, I think it's
wait, it started. Wait a minute.
Yeah, we can flash that up as well.
Yeah, so we've added those to the warband system, Archaon's warband system, so that he could get. The other thing we can mention, something else, while this end turn is going on.
It starts at
but
an
yeah,
hour,
we've also made
7,
a change to
40
Archaon's warband system, so that he could get some of the units that he couldn't previously get. So I'm just going to check because I don't want to get this wrong. But yeah, I think it's Wrathmongers and Skull Reapers.
Yeah, we can flash that up as well.
Yeah, so we've added those to the warband system now, so that he can get those units.
I saw a question a couple of times about Ark and the Black, if there's been any changes. I believe there haven't been a widespread.
Okay, so about 30 seconds. You couldn't keep you couldn't keep the AI, follow the AI's movement on at all, because that would be terrible. But alright, 30 seconds, not bad. It's a significant improvement from the 5 to 15 minutes you had to wait before. Okay. Alright, so on to the main event. Here we are. This is, first up, we have Stratman. Of course. Of course, it's fortuitous we start here. We'll watch this, and then I'll get into why. You can probably already tell by the tabs I have open up there, but...
This big spring stream from...
Wait a minute.
All right, guys. So we just had big spring stream from Creative Assembly and Total War with Josh and Roger Cullum, the VP of Total War at CA. And lots was talked about, from Medieval 3 to Warhammer 3 and Warhammer 40k, and even some of the old games, what's going to be happening with them. Honestly, I watched the entire thing. I'm making this video right after it's finished. I've got lots of notes to talk about, but I'm just going to tell you from the outset, we didn't really learn a lot of new information. Either about the new games, Med 3 or Warhammer 40k.
Well, then how the hell is your video 23 minutes long? 22 minutes long if we didn't learn anything new. The hell are we going to talk about? It's going to be a waste of time. Gosh. You see, I would typically do this in private. So, if I have to suffer, you have to suffer too. What's up, French Monk? What's going on? Yes, we're diving into stuff. Welcome. Alright, guys. Alright. Let's talk about nothing for 23 minutes. All right, guys.
Really much about the older games and what's going to be happening with them.
It's going to be awesome.
Kind of,
I'm feeling quite positive and uplifted.
Streaming again. We're going to be talking about stuff this year. Thank you so much for sending over your emails and feedback on forums and Reddit and Discord, etc. This is our kind of effort to be more transparent and communicative with you, our community. That's essentially what the stream was, right?
I don't know what that is.
But having said that, there are a few specific notes that I want to talk about here. So the first thing is future streams, future discussions like what we had here today will be about the AI in Total War and how AI is developed in these games, which I thought was really interesting. It was kind of a throwaway moment in the discussion about how future streams will be, but I really like this. I think that we have very little information about how AI is handled and developed in the games. There are plenty of issues with AI in Total War, and there always has been, right? But especially more recently with games like Warhammer 3, Pharaoh and all that. So I'm quite interested to find out what an entire stream with a developer talking about AI and AI development in Total War is going to be like. I think that's really cool. So that's the first thing that I picked up on. The next thing is clarification on Total War dev teams. There is no difference between studio locations. There's no A or B team. So I think that a lot of us have talked about over the last few years the differences between the historical mainline team, the fantasy Warhammer team, Sophia.
Like, how many times do we have to nail this home? That has never been the issue. I don't even think... Wait, is he even representing the argument well?
Team, the Sophia sort of saga team, essentially. We've all kind of assumed these things, and it's not really an assumption. I mean, before the big debacle with the Warhammer 3 DLCs with hyenas, before that, CA were openly talking about all these studios and what they were doing, these teams, that their focus is on different games. So I think the message here with this kind of comment is that what we know after what happened to CA is probably true, in that all these various studios with all the massive amounts of layoffs.
Oh my gosh.
It sounded a bit better, but it's as someone who studied production and especially music production, I still find it crazy how there are some glaring issues in their Warhammer 40k discussions and all that. Like, there is something to be said about this.
How y'all doing so far? Hang on, Dolphy just sent me something interesting. I'd have to open up Discord, but I don't want to. Hold on, I don't want to. Here, I'll just open it up on here. We'll talk about it. But like, he's so monotone, and the stuff he's talking about is pointless. What was that he was talking about?
whether it's, you know, Warhammer 3 or the Saga games or Pharaoh or Unannounced Projects. Basically, after everything that happened a couple of years ago, the entire studio, Creative Assembly, basically became one, is the message here, which I'm not too surprised by. I think everybody kind of assumed that's probably what happened because of how many people were being laid off and how the messaging was formed and structured and communicated around Sega.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. What do I even... What game is that for? Is it for Attila? Is it for Attila? It's Rome 2. Oh, Cam. Fuck's sake. Verifying I'm not a bot. No, I'm not a bot. You worthless automaton. I am not a bot. Is this it? So is September... Oh, is this something... Whoa, wait. This is something different. This is 4 days ago. Oh gosh, I gotta go Reddit. Hang on, we're getting significantly sidetracked now. September, that's 2019. What the hell? That's 2023. I'm just going to Discord. There was stuff about this game for a minute. This was posted 4 days ago. Workshop ice. The actual... Okay, well this is what it reads before we can we get it on. Reddit executes another mod that's attempting the same thing. What is going on? Why is that happening? Hang on, guys. Oh no. Go over here. Alright. No, sorry. The actual main... This is what it says. Hi, guys. Medieval 1100 AD has been recently removed from Steam Workshop by CA. The actual main mod manager try to scam people in exchange of 25 USD. The actual... To actually play the full version of his mod... Is this real? Did this actually happen? Hang on, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. We're getting derailed already. Welcome. Hang on, let me read some of y'all's chats. Where did y'all start? If I ever make content again, I will never start a video with, alright guys. Yeah. It's not very appealing. Especially not at that volume, right? Let's see. I noticed video intro crutch rituals back before I ever started uploading YouTube seriously back in 12. Yeah, I mean, it's been a minute where it's like, hey guys, what's up? It's me. And they do the same thing. I'm not a huge fan of that. Hang on, Discord's an actual piece of shit app. It's gotta be cold open or that is your fate. Gosh. Hey, will you talk about medieval 11 AD mod? We're doing it right now. We're going up right now. It's been free for years, but become fully paid. I assume that's what you meant. Strike by CA, another one pop up, still not strike by CA. 11 AD, bro. Rome 2. Oh yeah. Not this one. Reddit link includes another mod that's attempting to do the same thing. Scamming on Google. What the F is wrong with mod creators for reason? Afternoon, whatever, is the... Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Alright, okay, here we go. Here we go. We're getting it. It might open it in Internet Explorer, but... Here we go. By the way, there is still content from Starsmill on Steam. Need to fully be reported to CA because there is still a post. New scam detected. Version. What? Is it still... No, right. No, it's off. They took it down, right? What the hell? Yo, Stratman, cover this. How do they even... How are they doing it? How are they making people pay? Are they saying in-game that, hey, you can't play this, there's more content to be had, but you have to pay for it, you have to go to my Patreon? I mean, this is way off my radar. I wouldn't know anything about this shit. I have seen modders charging for early access, and I have been okay with it in the past. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't do that. Because they didn't make the game, right? Like, if they want to start a Patreon so they can be like, you know, if you want to support more mods, hit me up. But introducing a paywall? That's really odd if it's true. But it seems like Creative Assembly did take it down. Oh, wait. No, piss off. 'Remove from Steam. Where are you getting that? Oh, yeah, that was the link. That was it, right? Bro. Yo, somebody get Stratman on this. Oh, gosh. Oh, posting. This is nothing compared to Inkley? Inkley? I had to chase him off myself. Was charging people for mods he never even made. That's messed up. That's pretty messed up. This is... oh, I just read that. I think Terminator and Piss Take were actually falling for it and shilling for it. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Mm-hmm. 4 years. Oh, wait. That's not even him. Modders have released some massive updates. That was 2 years ago. 4 years ago. I mean, it looks like they were, you know, patting it on the ass a long time. Jackie Fish. 4 years ago. Is that what that is? 412? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they were patting it on the ass a while ago. Doesn't seem like anything recent. But, I mean... What can you expect? What could you expect? Maybe not both of them, but I'm pretty sure one of them did at some point. Yeah. The guy who took those screenshots is asking questions on that workshop page. Screenshots. Oh, that we were looking at? I axed out of it. Like... Oh. No, I didn't. Here we go. Here? Or... here? Oh. Yo, what is going on? What is happening? What is wrong with these people? Nice catch, Nightmare. Nice catch. Let me see. the 10th anniversary mod for Shogun 2. Is that the guy the other guy was selling that wasn't his? On a Discord. Google Shogun 2 10th anniversary mod if you want to see some real Modcraft drama. I don't. I don't give a shit. This is scummy. 10th anniversary mod for Shogun 2, you said? Mm-hmm. Shogun 2 10 anniversary version. No longer available. Oh, so they took that down. Over allegation in bold of theft. Does anyone know? Already denied a long time ago. Some modders went to the archives of the 10th anniversary, did not find anything that was accused. Even if you prove it, you will see that what was accused was false. Can't trust anything these people say. This was 2021. Oh, this is so weird. Guy asking full mod for 20 USD. Yeah, that guy was covered. And that lad was asking for donations a lot. Famous Bannerlord modder RTM paywalls early versions on Patreon of his mods, which what is happening? What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with these people? From Inkley over some E3 experience, but changing for access to full mod is strange. The Patreon bit seemed to happen recently. No, but I was talking about Inkley and his Shogun 2. Yeah, 10th anniversary mod, where he stole like 10 other mods and smashed them and tried to paygate them and eBay with fake stories. What the hell? That is psychotic. Okay, all right. This might be worth going into another time. We've already sidetracked. We're already... What the actual hell? I didn't even know this was happening. Yo, Stratman, get on this. You're the mod guy. Some stolen copies are actually been shared by a spy from inside for 1100 AD. That's freaking wild. Full free version. Medieval 2 has a mod that sells early access to English translation too. Absolute psychotic, exactly. Absolutely unhinged. This might be worth going into in a separate video. This is a lot. Hang on. That's wild. Volan, if you want to send me some details about that Inkley guy and because that's really interesting. I don't know if it's worth a video, but I would like to know about it. That is so... I can't believe there's a section of the community, the modding community for Total War, trying to sell off parts of their mods to people. Why is nobody saying anything about that? Everybody wants to be the Due Darth mod or Dividend Impera. Did they sell their stuff? Or do they just take Patreon donations? He was such a recurrent grifter that I noticed the pattern and made it permanently on the internet, on my subreddit. Okay, I'll check that out. Was Darth mod ever not... Do you have to pay for Darth mod? I'd be very disappointed if a simple search of Inkley Reddit didn't lead straight to my subreddit. Okay, I'll give it a... We'll see. Hang on. How do you spell that dumbass name? We're so off course already. There you go. You happy with that? Monk says, I mean, YouTubers get early versions, so they happily promote for views, right? I mean, probably, yeah. I just didn't know that this was a concept. No, you're on the ball. I'm pretty sure I used to download Darth Maul on my DVD. That's what I'm saying. Thanks for checking. You can read up on it later. Yeah. No, I will, actually. Actually. Yeah, I'm not reading it. How do you... Ah! Right, it's over here. Oh, no, ignore this. Ignore this. Don't look at that. Yeah. This piece of shit. Yeah, that's getting read later. Okay. Alright. Alright. Oh, man. I love Total War so much. And it just pains me to see this shit happening. I have never... Me personally, you know, I feel like that's dumb. I feel like the whole point of modding is to do it because you like it. And if people want to give you money for doing it, fantastic. You know? But locking shit behind a paywall, like you're a corporation, buddy, that shit barely works for multi-million-dollar corporations. They get shit for that all the time. How the if that is true, if 1100 AD did that, and that's why Creative Assembly removed them, like that's shitty. Like nobody should do that. Nobody should do that. Quick, find something else. Sidetracked. We don't want to watch Stratman. I know. I don't either. Okay, I don't either. Was Long Boy Rabbit? Yeah. What's up, Tomic? Man, I must be well behind the times. The idea of charging for mods astounds me. Maybe on abandonware, sure. I don't know. I think it's an absurd concept, but that's me, and I think a majority of people in this chat. Freaking ludicrous. All right, it's been 30 minutes. Let's let's get back into it. Yeah, that's wild. I feel like Stratman should be covering stuff like that instead of...
I think a lot of this
whatever the
transparency,
hell this is.
Communication, showing what's being developed, real-time, sort of week-to-week, month-to-month, transparency, communication, understand what those...
Transparency and communication? What have they been transparent about exactly?
Are.
Like
I think a lot of this transparency, communication, showing what's being developed real time, sort of week to week, month to month, how is Medieval 3 looking, is as much about getting community expectation and kind of reality checks as it is them meeting those expectations. So yeah, it's a two-way street, right? So I think
it's about marketing, Stratman. It's about marketing. He doesn't even sound interested in the shit that he's talking about. And I don't blame him. This is boring as hell.
But they won't be directly taken from older games. They're going to have to be rebuilt from scratch on this new engine for Medieval 3. Which is fair enough. I don't really see any other answer to it.
Which is fair. You know, just technology that we had no longer existing. You know, that's fair. That's reasonable. That's how a company should conduct itself. We just lose track of shit. Yeah, great. Good job. Good job promoting that, bro.
New can it be? It must be a new iteration of the Warscape engine. All of that stuff. We didn't really get a lot of info from the live streams we
Total War Vice President Roger Collum just gave us a ton of new details about Medieval 3, Warhammer 3. Oh, that's what he just talked about. Interesting notes on some new info worth talking about in depth. No. Incorrect. No. Wait, sorry. No, piss off. This is what I'm looking for. No, he only says it once.
Attila and, if possible, Empire, and then hopefully maybe even Three Kingdoms. I think Three Kingdoms there could be a lot of good stuff to be done there too. And he did actually mention 3K, but yeah, I would actually focus on Attila. I don't know why he...
Is this just gonna be... Oh gosh. I think I'm remembering why I watch these in private now. This is boring! Holy shit! Okay. Alright, well, let's hear his conclusion. 23 minutes, bro. Come on. You've got to put some pep in your step. Where's that Kardashianated, hey, what's up, guys, kind of ethos? You know, where's that at?
So get more videos on that next week as well. So yeah, essentially that's going to be it for today, guys. That has been my reaction to this big discussion. Well, I wouldn't call it big, but the latest discussion around Total War, the latest kind of news pieces of progress that have been shared, the talks with Roger Cullum here. These have been my thoughts about every bit of information that we got out of this, and I really hope you enjoyed it. You know, it's been totally unfiltered, honest. This is really what I think about what's going on here, and I am interested to find out more, a lot more, and I think it's coming. So definitely keep your eyes out. I'm going to be making more videos very soon. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, give it a like, drop any thoughts or questions, of course, in the comments section below. Let me know what you thought of this discussion as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, subscribe to Stratman for any strategy game news, reviews, gameplay, all of that. Yeah, it's a brand new rebranded channel. I am, you know, formerly the Terminator. If you hadn't noticed, this is absolutely me. I have taken a huge hit in kind of viewership, and you know,
and that's all that really matters.
Isn't subscribed, and people leaving Discords and all that, and it's totally okay. I think that, you know, the direction that I want to take the channel is fresh and creative and new for me.
Holy
and
shit.
The way I'm formatting this video around this piece of news that's been coming out, it's very honest. It's totally me. I hope you've enjoyed it too, because I want it to be a lot more genuine me, and I think Stratman kind of reflects that a lot more in terms of really getting to the nitty-gritty of what is going.
What is this moron talking about? What is he talking about? This is authentically me. I want to be more authentic. Dude, what? Dude. Dude. That situation between him and Pilps screwed him up. That, in my opinion. This is just insane to me. I just want to be more authentically me. I want to be more me. Suggesting that everything before the name change wasn't authentic. Oh, man. Alright, well, you know, it's, like I said, it's fortuitous we started with Stratman. Because if you look at the new Medieval 3 news plus details about changes to older games. Weehaw. This came out February, which was 5 or so months ago. Let me see. What did you think of the spring inbox? Please tell me what my opinion should be, is how I read that. 5 months ago. This one came out 8 months ago. So before this one, right? CA is actually going to fix and optimize older Total Wars. Why was this? Oh yeah, details about changes to older games. I forgot why these two things were relevant. Okay, yes. So he's talking about changes to. I think we glanced on it for a second when he was talking about Three Kingdoms. Like, lots of good stuff there. Obviously, you know, I'm just basing my opinion off of that little bit that I found. We'll go back and find it.
40K kind of in a more investment, I would say probably mod manager for Napoleon or Medieval 2.
Okay, here we go.
Out for every game. However, barring, of course, I think anyway, any game pre-Shogun 2. So I don't think we're going to get really a mod manager for Napoleon or Medieval 2 or Empire. So I don't think that's going to happen. Post Shogun 2 probably will, so keep that in mind. I liked the fact that Roger is aware of big mods that are happening in Total War. So he did specifically mention the Lord of the Rings mod for Attila, Dauntless Days, which is quite cool. He actually said there are chats about that mod.
Did he mention the legal issues with that one? Like, they keep getting don't they keep getting like pestered about shit? Or they were, from what I understand. I don't know. I don't pay attention to this shit. It's not on my radar. But yeah, so he's like, oh yeah, they details about changes to older games, and then let's see here. CA is actually going to fix and optimize older Total Wars. But if you hang on. If you listen to his synopsis,
else with a massive grain of salt, especially expectations, which is good. Okay, we should keep 6. Probably isn't unrealistic. They're just trying to dampen expectations, which is good. Okay, we should keep our expectations low. But if they do manage to touch one game next year, it better be Total War Attila. And like I said, take everything else with a massive grain of salt, especially the Medieval 3 section. We need to see the evidence before we believe anything. So yeah, that is it for today, guys.
We need to see the evidence before we believe anything. Bro, your video is titled CA... Oh, you get back over there. CA is actually going to fix and optimize older Total War titles. That is a completely different message. Just like off the rip from what you're telling me. To me, it seems like you're excited. Yeah. And then what was this? Oh yeah, and this is the most recent one here. Don't fix what's not broken. The whiplash is killing me, bro. Rome 2 Total War is about to be screwed by CA, Jack Lusted. I thought they were actually going to fix it. Like, just based off of the thumbnails you're presenting me with, your opinions are vastly different. This came out first, and then this came out second, and then this came out third. So I just wanted to mention that. just the kind of inconsistency we're getting there. And I hang on, I'll read chat first. Man went full Valley Girl. Yeah, he does that. My name on YouTube has been the same for 19 years. And my profile pic has been the same on YouTube for 19 years. But that's because I've been me the whole time, and I'm not running a branding/marketing department. Yeah, that's how I feel too. I try to be as, I'm as genuine as I possibly can be. This is me. This is me talking. I'm not... NewTeutonica isn't a brand. When I say stuff, I actually think them. I'm not trying to optimize myself for an algorithm. Yeah, exactly. Does CA even have a game yet, or are they just speculating on what they might make based on the latest meeting? Dude, I've been asking that question ever since I started watching these streams. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think they have an actual game. Or wait, what game are we talking about? Because I feel like Medieval 3 or... Right, Medieval 3, because that's what that one was about, right? It was Medieval, yeah. No, in regards to Medieval 3, no, I don't think they have a game yet. In regards to Warhammer 40k, I think they have a working demo, which is what I want to see tomorrow. French Monk, it's definitely not a great look if you change your name/brand after a controversy. Yeah, see, you get it. You get it. Millennium Commanders, hey, what's up? Hey, check my project. It has 1 HP system. I'm super sleeping. I'm almost out. It's raw, but good mechanics are there. Peace. All right, thank you. Maybe later. We'll check it out. I'll check it out sometime. Is it just me, or does Stratman sound basically the same as Scatman? Which is either that 2006 YouTube meme song guy or someone with a very specific fetish. Oh gosh. I'm just glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. No, the name is worse. I liked Terminator. I liked the little guy. I think that was significantly better than what he said. What it is now. Message retracted. I'm not doing that to you guys, so I don't know what you said to make YouTube mad, but if you want to just type it out again, I'll read it. Redacted. Sorry. The next guy's name is Redacted Brainwaves. It sounds like he thinks they are going to work on the code of already released games, which is probably not going to happen. I don't know. I think that's what they said, isn't it? Like they're going to go back and update old games. That's what Creative Assembly said. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to go back. Don't take my word on that. Their care for mods is so grand they are bringing Medieval 3 to consoles. That's a really good point. Alec. Oh, Alexander. Okay, I see. They would never do anything serious in terms of going through the back end. They would just do what modders do and tweak the soft code, and that's it. I believe that. Medieval 3, yeah. No, I don't think there's a game. I don't think so. I think it's all bullshit. Medieval 3 is looking more and more like a game made by committee, except they outsource the committee to the Warhammer masses. Yeah. Yo, it's give us your feedback, everybody. We want to know what you think. Well, you're never gonna figure it out because you've got like 50 different, or that is an extreme exaggeration. Maybe 10 to 15 different groups vying for airspace in terms of what they think the game should be, and about 90% of them shouldn't even be here. So, yeah, stupid. It's a terrible idea to promote what you might make without being sure it's already a deployed feature. So true. God help us all. Blessed be his name. The Manny... What is your name? Manny. We'll call you Manny. Yeah, I like how Peter Molyneux was promoting features that didn't end up in Fable. It's a tale as old as time, bro. It's a tale as old as time. It makes no sense to go back like this. Teams have workflows adapted to the engine, their skills, and so on. The easiest code to work on is like server code. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense. And quite frankly, I would demand that they just don't touch anything because they're gonna ruin it. They're going to ruin it. Even the guy who is willing to suck dick, it was here, like, don't touch it. Jack Lusted, Jack, he doesn't know what he's doing. Please. Don't ruin my game. Rome 2, I mean, it can't get much worse, but it can get worse. And I think Stratman, Terminator, understands this. And I will say about Stratman, it's very interesting how invested he is on the topic. Me personally, my personal opinion, I would say that somebody in his position, not necessarily him, but somebody in his position who makes videos about mods and modded games would have to take a particular interest in something like this, like Creative Assembly going back and fixing mods. Fixing games. Because that could perhaps affect the stability of the mods that channel covers. And if that channel is a source of income for that particular creator, they might consider offering a little more pushback than they usually would. Because before, Creative Assembly, great. Everything, I'm feeling super positive and uplifted. But now, now that perhaps things are getting a little close to the bank account, now we gotta say something. Not saying that that's what's happening here. All I'm saying is that somebody in his position who would make a video like this when previously they have been supportive of Creative Assembly's actions might end up looking that way. That is all I'm saying. My personal opinion, yada yada yada. Okay, moving on.
Creative Assembly just did their first...
Oh gosh. This guy. This is Reptilicus. Hang on. This is Reptilicus. Big Total War news on Medieval 3. Oh, wait. Sorry. I should probably explain the premise. I'm looking at the reactions to the community inbox stream. Obviously we're not watching it. Yeah, I'm sure everybody who gives a shit has already seen it. And then we're going to go to here. And then we're going to jump forward to the reactions to the show and tell, because the show and tell stream also has a community inbox in it. But that may not happen today, because we're already an hour in. We're already an hour in. Oh, you were talking to Nasmer. My bad. Let me see. The Spearman, the dev team looks similar to the Halo dev team. We need to stop ignoring this issue that has infected all media spaces. Look, bro, like, I understand, you know, it's case by case, right? I understand what you're talking about. And in this situation, it might affect it, yeah. But I think it's more of a problem of the company willing to bloat their workforce over, you know, employing people who actually give a shit and meeting quotas than it is specific creators or specific dev members of their team. You know, I get it. You know, I get it, but I think the situation has evolved a little bit from 2016. I still remember this, Voland. I still remember this vividly back in 2019 when I started playing Total War again. CA was doing a live stream on Twitch of Shogun 2. I asked them to fix the Hattori Ninja bug. Did they do anything? The CA designer, who I think is the one of the design leads now on Mid 3, said it would probably be impossible because the familiarity with the code is lost to time, nearly a decade. Just use mods. Did they say that? Oh my gosh. No, dude. Tell me what stream that is, and I will make it a point to go find that. Because that is outrageous. Damn, can't get that honesty anymore. I'm not sure what you're talking about anymore, but I probably agree with you. Spear Bro, that's what Volan said. Redacted, CA could take the Bethesda route to trying to sell free mods on a creative club, the dark side of the Force. Yeah, that's evil. And, you know, previously I had considered Bethesda pretty malevolent, but I had since educated myself. Bethesda is a shit company. Like, they suck, in my opinion. They do some. I would consider some of the stuff they do pretty heinous. Yeah. Oh. I shouldn't give them ideas, though. Yeah, no, you shouldn't, because they might do that. Yeah, Dead. 2 years later, they went back to Shogun 2 code to delete the chat. Oh yeah, and they can't fix the game. Alexander, they are going back to ruin good old games to make their new trash appear playable. that's not beyond reason to assume, I don't think. CA's issue is an infection of mediocrity, among other things. I agree. As of 2023, the situation seemed to mostly consist of the leadership being... can I say that? Retarded? Can I say... and refusing to listen to the people under them that actually knew what they were talking about, the ones like us. Yeah. Yeah. But how will the mods fix it if the code is lost to time? Well, maybe it's just lost to them. I don't know. I'm not agreeing with them. I'm not saying that that's a reasonable statement. You know what? You're right. I agree. Then it's decided the dragon must be slain. Yes, through legal and consumer means, yes. I'm pretty sure the dev that said that back into the was... What is that name, bro? Hold on. I can't see. Dominique Starr. I think he's since left. Yeah, I'd be surprised if the stream was still up. They always nuke those. Yeah, they've been keeping them up lately, but the old ones, you know, who's to say? All right, we're all caught up. Goodness gracious. When you think it can't get worse over at CA, it seemingly does.
Stream of the year, and we've actually got some juicy news to come with it.
This is not his video.
Medieval free, Warhammer free, and how could I forget 40k and some old game news, so let's dive right in.
Goodness
When it comes to Warhammer free, we've got End Times news and the new character pack. The Tigermen are finally coming to Warhammer. A lot of players have been waiting for this, but what's the deal with character packs? So it's a brand new DLC format, and yeah, I know the...
I don't care about any of this. Why? Oh, here we go. Medieval 3, probably.
Oh, the classic Blizzard response.
The cat furries
Moving on to
Warhammer.
Medieval 3. Now, the question that's on everyone's mind, release date, yeah, no, we still don't have it. But another question is, why did they announce it in pre-production? Really? I mean, come on, it's been 20 years and more at that rate. Like, they need to give the people what they want. They just said, screw it, let's get the community involved as soon as possible. They need to hit the player expectations, and hey, come on. I already know what you're thinking. Yeah, Reptilicus has too much expectations. That's why you shouldn't expect anything. To not get disappointed, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. There's been emphasis on joining the forums because the Medieval 3 developers are...
Oh my gosh. You see what I have to deal with? Like, I don't even know what I could possibly glean from this.
Yeah, I do want that, obviously. See the Medieval 3 of your dreams, and I'm saying this as somebody who... Yeah, I do want that, obviously, to contribute to the game, even in this stage, just kind of... See the Medieval 3 of your dreams to the forums and talk with the devs. If you want to see the Medieval 3 of your dreams, and I'm saying this as somebody who... Yeah, I do want that, obviously, and I'm sure all of you interested in it do. Go to the forums, post your ideas, interact with the devs. This is our best shot to actually get a good game. When it comes to older features...
We're on a perfect track record so far with that. That's been real beneficial. I should just let this play.
Now,
like,
what decides what actually makes the cut?
Oops.
Pretty depressing. Code. Or more specifically, lost code. A lot of the older games just don't have the code available because the hard drives have been destroyed or lost. It reminds me...
He's just repeating what they said in the stream. That's literally the excuse they gave. And he's just like, oh, well, unfortunately, it's just lost to time.
We have another big company. So that's what made them do the new engine as well. Instead of adding on from one engine to another, this is just going to be a continuous building block for all the future Total War games. And Medieval 3 is no different. They're talking about the classic features they need to bring. They need players' default expectations met when it comes to what the game actually has as base gameplay. And they're also taking notes from the community. And to add on to the engine point, the Vice President, which is a pretty badass title, come on, Vice President of Total War, mentioned that this just needs to be continuous because all the previous games were essentially Total War. The Vice President, which is a pretty badass title, come on, Vice President of Total War.
A pretty badass
mentioned that which is a pretty badass title. Come on, Vice.
What is he saying, bro? Hang on. Where is the transcript? Goodness gracious. I should just have this up. Holy shit. Did this work? The Vice President, which is pretty badass title.
To the Vice President, which is a pretty badass title. Come on.
Okay. Yeah. Like, y'all understand? I did not. But he I think he's offering fellatio to Roger Cullum here because he said, I think Roger Cullum, if I remember correctly, he's like, that's a stupid title if you think about it. So I think it's pretty safe to basically write off anything this guy says specifically because he strikes me personally, he strikes me as somebody who is really trying to appeal to Creative Assembly, and I have no respect for that.
Vice President of Total War mentioned that this just needs to be continuous because all the previous games were essentially built off of the top of each other. Now, he specifically mentioned Pharaoh and Warhammer 2 being built off of the same, but that's... Now, I'm gonna tell you, that's because Troy was built from Warhammer 2. And if you look at a lot of the Pharaoh's files... It's all Troy, baby. So that's why we didn't get 8-player campaigns, because they're a Warhammer free thing. So this means we're not losing any features with every new game release. They're gonna be there, and more's gonna be added. Now, on to some more promising news. We got the date.
How can you possibly assume that? How can you possibly assume that that's even possible when they've done nothing but release stuff seemingly incomplete? When they release games with less features. Warhammer released with less features than Rome 2, and Rome 2 sucked ass. Like the Warhammer
for the
1.
next Total War Medieval 3 live stream. It's gonna be next Thursday. It's gonna be pretty cool apparently, and it doesn't have anything to do with population or regions like we've seen in the previous stream. Now, don't take this with a grain of salt, take this with an ocean of salt. Somebody asked about Jeff Van Dyke returning for Medieval 3, and the answer was, he's a friend of the studio. If he wants to come in, the doors are open, so maybe somebody can convince him. Come on, we really need that. Moving on to 40K, the development is going great.
What?
The addition of new features, and here's something spicy. When it comes to space battles, the team actually gave an answer. They want to implement them. Maybe on launch, maybe not. They're definitely on the bucket list to do.
They're gonna be a separate game. They're gonna be a separate game for sure. I'm calling it right now. I am calling it right now. They are going to release. That's the next game. That's the next game for Warhammer 40K. Space battles. You will get space battles. $60, please. $60. $100 pre-order. Thank you. Thank you for something that should just be in the game. Thank you very much. $60, please. $60 never goes down in price. Oh my gosh. All right. How are y'all doing? Are y'all comfy? We're being positive, y'all. We're being positive. Oh, in regard to Dominique Starr, who I mentioned earlier, he was in some of the Rome 2 marketing videos, like when they are sitting in Rome dining beside the Colosseum. Did they do that? Juicy news. Hey, oh man, I do love the news. Medieval 3 doesn't even seem to have passed the conceptual phase. No, yeah, hang on, I'll let you finish. Not even the concept art they have shown seems actually ready. Yeah, exactly. They're presenting us with bullshit. Seemingly bullshit stuff. And they're constantly saying, work in progress. This is, this isn't the final product. This may not be in the final game. And, you have all these people coming out and being like, oh, this is great. We're going to get this stuff. There's no guarantee that you are. And there's no guarantee that it's going to be implemented well. And there's no guarantee that this game will even release. I'm not fearful, but I think there's a margin of possibility that this game will be canceled before it even comes out. Be sure to offer all that free feedback. Yeah, and they'll build the game off of your suggestions. Yeah, great idea. My idea for the devs is don't turn the game into a DLC pipeline. Every bit of feedback on the forums could say that, and they would ignore every single person. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. These are not games. These are platforms in which they market other products to you. Warhammer is Games Workshop. Medieval 3 is strictly DLC, considering what we've seen so far in the game series. That proves they don't give a flying frick about feedback. Simple as that. Well put. Let me see. We've passed on your feedback to marketing, and it's not found to be fiscally viable. Oh well. Chill Olympics. Who can be worse? Impressive bloviation skills. Oh no. Shogun 2 was the last thing playable on release. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. No space combat on launch. No, you won't get that because I'm gonna say this about 40K. We're not talking about 40K stuff today, but I'm gonna say this: 40K is a marketing tool. It exists to fill up more shelf space. I think I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. It exists to maximize shelf presence. It is a product to make Games Workshop more money. That is it. What is it? Gothic Fleet, Armada, whatever. That game exists. So there's no need to overlap. You know, just make the product, sell it for $60. These pigs will buy anything. They're dumb. They're regressive brainlets, and we've proven that because we've sold them the same game 3 times already, and they bought it, and copious amounts of accompanying DLC, even when we're visibly trying to screw them, supposedly. You know, it's pretty clear. I feel like it's pretty clear that that's what the play is. Content creators who are excited over nothing remind me of the 1984 passage where the propaganda ministry is saying the chocolate ration has increased. I'm inclined to agree with you. Hang on, here we go. Just mute this. I'm inclined to agree with you simply because you know what you're talking about. If it's probably not true, then yeah, you're probably right. My sides have escaped into the warp. What did you just say to me? Don't talk to me like that, bro. I don't talk like that. I'm still anxious in regards to Alien Isolation. Really hope that game made it through. It didn't, Monk. It didn't. Don't even bother giving these people your money. I'm gonna be definitive right here. Like, the fact that this game most likely isn't going to be good. Like, anything that Creative Assembly most likely isn't going to be good. I want to make it clear that even if the game is good, which it probably won't be, whether it be Alien Isolation, Warhammer 40k, Medieval 3, you shouldn't give this company money because they suck, in my opinion. I think that's pretty fair to say. You know, considering what we've seen in the past, I just don't think they deserve to make money as a video game company. And I think that's fair. I think that's a fair assessment. Introducing our new standalone DLC for Total War 40k, NewTeutonica Imperialis. Yeah, that'll be it. 40k won't even get close to Star Wars Empire at War, which released 28. Dude, why hasn't that game, bro? Yeah, that's a whole other rant I could go on. Kill team for $20. Let's go. Yeah, you know it's coming. Too many Soytex clones. Oh man, the Warhammer sphere is scuffed as hell. Like, if you're a Warhammer fan, you should seriously consider making fun of people like Soytech more. I'm not advocating that you all go over there en masse and do that at my behest. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, you should start gatekeeping if you're a Warhammer person, if you're a Warhammer enjoyer. I think the gatekeeping should get more aggressive in that regard. This is probably in response to Dolphy. You are right, Kill Team may be the first DLC, but it's just cosmetics. May have to make a bingo about that content creators will praise, like, but they gave us free icons for custom shit. Dude, we could make a drinking game every time somebody says positive. Every time somebody says pre-production. Every time somebody says grain of salt, you know, while they're actively, sucking corporate cock. Take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, I don't think you are doing that, though. Is there a visible split between the Warhammer fan base, between the real Warhammer fans and the Total War Warhammer fans? There is no real fans like slop produced by CAZC. I don't know. Because Pilps, he likes Warhammer. He buys the figures, which I would advocate against, but he likes it, so he buys them. But he has made adequate criticisms against CA. He has stood up to CA before in the past. So I know they exist. There are people out there who have the mindset to say, no, this is trash. Don't buy this. And those are the people I really want to reach to in the Warhammer community, because I want to attempt to empower them to defend their hobby, because it's just getting absolutely destroyed by disgusting people. let's finish this part. I might get into Warhammer a little bit later, but let's get into this one. All right, guys. They gave us new colors for Cadians. Yep. The time to care about games is after they exist and are confirmed to actually be good. Full stop. Anything else is marketing and falling for it. Yep. Yep. Redacted says perfectly put. Remember, Soytech already is recorded claiming he will be ignoring 40K and doesn't care about it. That was years ago. Did he say that? That's a hell of a 180. Jake, yeah boy. Total Warhammer shenanigans, yeah boy. I'll have to find that because that's egregious. Because these people exist to shill. Freaking something, freaking anything. Their purpose is shilling. They can't exactly straighten themselves out. Yeah, it seems that way. Reach out to the Patrician. Lore only 40K nerds. All the fun, none of the cost. Okay, I'll remember that. Seems like a comfy live stream to get comfy by. Any gassy tortas? Bro, don't make me say... I'm not gonna read that. You relax, please. I cannot believe I got halfway through that. Gosh, damn it. Oh, yeah. Alright, moving on. No, actually. Oh, gosh, no. We're not watching this one. No, we're not watching this one. I'll let it play in the background. We'll go back to this when I read chat. How about that? Yeah, it's in my Pear Golem video. Okay, I'll go watch that. The Pear Golem, Saluda, how you doing, man? Was in the outro because it will age like like wine, like fine wine, and be damning forever. Almost got you, don't do that shit. I'm trying to be polite and read out your stuff. Damn it, you're trying to trick me. My chat's bullying me again.
Did promise that I was going to cover Medieval 3. It wasn't all going to be Warhammer all day, every day. So we do
quite
have
frankly,
a
I don't even know
blog,
why
which is them just
he wants to
announcing
cover
that
this.
they're going to be doing more blogs, basically, and covering it via streams. And live streams is going to be a stream at the end of this week on Thursday, going on to over more detail regarding battles. Now, they've posted a rather lengthy recap on what they've revealed so far.
If you're just going to read this, I'm going to skip it.
The link to this can actually be found in the description below. We didn't get this early access, so I'll actually be able to have that on the link below. And it's going over just some details with like seasons, turns, and times. There's going to be a lot of different sections where you're going to be able to click onto it and see developers responding from different posts, which I think is quite good. Remember that everything at this time is still going to be focused on very heavy detailing and wish listing. So anything that you do see here in the blog, unless it is completely set in stone where they specifically say that, could be subject to change. Like right now, they're saying that one turn could be 1 year. Then they could do maybe different things to slow down campaigns, go faster. There's actually quite a lot of detail if you're interested in Medieval 3. And I would say that even if you're not interested in Medieval 3, it might be worth checking it out because any specifics that are...
Oh my gosh, is this it? It just reads that I can go do that.
And traditions, while late game forces can...
Bro, I'm going to have to watch over this again anyway. Because I literally can't subject you to this. It's boring. This is not interesting. It's it's one thing when we're watching the live streams, the Total War live streams, but just hearing people regurgitate and prattle on about shit. This was a mistake. I can't believe. Like, is this interesting to you people? Oh yeah. What are you doing here? I'm the one streaming and I want to click off. All right. Okay, you know what? We're gonna make it fun. We're just gonna bounce. We're gonna bounce in between.
I gather here it's actually going to be more like 1,500 tons. because you're going to have to progress through the seasons. Feral had a lot of good stuff there, so it's like, oh, it's their fault if nobody mentioned it, right? Sometimes it's just good to keep the conversation going.
What?
Like, mention it, because then you can't say if something that and theories and, you know, wish lists for the game. It's always good to kind of like mention it, because then you can't say if something didn't make it into the game, and then it's like, oh, it's their fault if nobody mentioned it, right?
What? What? So I have to teach Creative Assembly how to make their game? Is that what you're telling me right now?
They're listening to people with regards to stuff from past systems, and they want to kind of build on those ideas, and they want more feedback, which is always good. If you have thoughts and theories and, you know, wish lists for the game, it's always good to kind of like mention it, because then you can't say if something didn't make it into the game.
That is the most reprobate statement I have ever heard. It's your fault if the game can't adhere to simple default guidelines, to simple quality standards we've come to expect from Total War games, if you don't mention it. And if you mention it, you might get banned for it. Just, are you just this guy's in the partner program. I gotta fight with this guy. When I make videos, I have to fight with this guy for airspace. Oh, that pisses me off.
Shut the fuck up. Stop being a fucking cunt.
Oh, I cursed. Sorry. Oh, look at that. I actually got so pissed.
And then it's like, oh, it's their fault if nobody mentioned it, right?
Nobody mentioned it. If nobody mentioned it, it's not Creative Assembly's fault. It's not their fault. You need to give them feedback. They don't know. The technology's lost. You need to give them feedback. And that's not me mocking his voice. That's just that's the general voice I take on for people. Well, not people, but for dumb statements, we'll say that.
It's going to be very, very interesting. Modular units and regional retinues. We cover our vision for medieval free military structure, explaining that the early armies...
Okay. I think they mentioned this before, where you're going to be able to customize equipment for units. I feel like that's just going to be a direct port from the 40K game. No, we're going to go ahead and do this before I forget. I mean, is there any need to even continue? Hang on.
Creative Assembly just did their first stream of the year, and
gotta make sure. I missed that.
Total War Medieval 3 is current.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
All right, I'm just gonna leave this plan. Oh man. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming out. Thanks for doing this with me. I mean, it's not going to be as effective as me just doing it by myself, but I feel like this is, I mean, you know, this is, it's fine. Something to talk about. I like getting you guys' takes as well. Do you remember, oh man, this went way up. Are Total War content creators the natural slaves Aristotle told us about? You cannot say that. You've made me say it. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna have to start screening your comments. Who's texting me? Piss off. I'm in the middle of something. Oh, I'm in the middle of getting banned off YouTube because my chat won't calm the hell down. Oh. No, there are no. Saluda, no. None of that in here. Boycotts don't work in that vid, adding that to bingo. Yeah, bingo card. Do you remember Arcade Night? He told us to get our golden chalices and beverage on our thrones. Only OG Warband fans remember the Arcade Night. No, I don't remember him. Sorry. I like to consider myself a pretty OG warband Mountain Blade player, but I don't remember him. Total War shills are Aristotle's Thicamimus. I don't know. I don't know what that says. Warhammer YouTuber talking about Medieval 3. I know, gasp, right? Gasp. Yo, Jake, if you're still here, you need to tell me when you stream, bro. I don't want to have any schedule conflicts with you. Your stream earlier today, that was phenomenal. Everybody go watch his previous stream that he made earlier today at some point. That stream was phenomenal. I enjoyed that. Ever since Arcade Night left us, the bullshit wave fallen on us. He was truly the last line of defense against the shills. Aw. I'll reach out to him, see if he wants to talk. Great Book of Grudges told he somehow started from Rome 1. I don't believe that. Anybody, Great Book of Drudges, that's a good one. We'll work on it. We gotta come up with one for Great Book of Grudges. 8,000 views, 370 likes, and 29 comments. I mean, my engagement isn't great on videos like this, right? But I feel like that's bad. 39 comments? Like, in terms of likes, it's pretty low. In terms of comments, the comments come in, which I appreciate. I like the conversation. I mean, I'm off. I'm off. Bro, I might start my own shill channel and get paid. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I chose the wrong path in life. I could literally start getting paid tomorrow for this shit. Like, I could turn around today and just pump out slop and make thousands of dollars a day. You know, but you can't, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's not the right thing to do. Is this not playing?
Now,
I can't even play this in the background because it looks like nothing's happening. There's nothing interesting happening on the screen. Never skip a cutscene. Meanwhile, in Pair News, what's happening? What's happening with Soytech? Great Bookkeeper? Great Bookkeeper. Was that your attempt, Dolphy? French Monk says, that's one way to get to that 10-minute mark. Yeah. Just pump it full of fluff. Anything to get that 10-minute. Yeah. There's Nightmare coming in again. Never skip a cutscene. What a comfy YouTuber. Jake said that. Saluda. 10 minutes of slop plus sponsors. Yeah. Feels that way. This is Denizen talking to Redacted. We've updated our bugs to the compatible with modern OS. To be compatible with modern OSs. Yeah, that's CA talking to us. Are you streaming Warhammer 3? No. Bro is falling for every bait. Are you, like, me falling for the rage bait or him falling for the promotional bait? Clips sent to CA. Oh, you're talking about Soytech, I think. No content creator program for you. Yeah, they did that to some guy. Okoi, that's his name. I can't wait to watch Legend of Total War do Saving Our Disaster Guardsman when he comes back. I guess we'll just have to see. Interesting that. You need to manage to bring at least one shill to the stream. Dude, I'll try. I'll try. I'll try. Volan put it pretty well. Vampires rarely step into the sunlight just so they can get burned. I mean, if I was somebody who's on Great Book of Grudges? Like, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Anybody on the affiliate list or the featured list on YouTube or anybody in the partner program. Like if I was in the partner program, I wouldn't do it. It's not smart, and it gains them nothing. I'm like, it affords them no positive recourse. Maybe Andy, because he seems to have an ego, so maybe you can convince him to say debate. Dude, I would be so happy if Andy came on my stream. I would be so happy. I don't think he's a shill in the same way that like Soytech is. You know, I think he's a self-serving agent. There are people like Andy, and then there are people who are outside of the Andy sphere, and then the actual shill sphere, who I just simply disagree with and think are wrong. But that doesn't necessarily make them bad people. They just have bad opinions, you know. We need to get this man to 1K subs so YouTube can boost another anti shit. You know what? I agree. I agree. Sub channel 8K is that how many subs he has on his channel? We'll go back and look. So that 8K is awful. Am I tripping, or are you cosplaying? No. It's a habit. It's a monk's attire. I am the Inquisitorial ambassador. We'll say that. Sorry for the Sadaka. I flew too close to the sun. You're fine, bro. You're fine. There's no monetary incentive for them, so they won't, and it risks their money by doing so. It would be stupid of them to debate any of us. It's true, Jake. It's true. They can't talk without a script. That's also probably true. Andy is a shill light. I agree with that sentiment. In my opinion, who who the frick is Andy? Silly Sam says. Andy's like a mercenary. Toytech is like. Dude, that's funny to me because I have a sentiment where it's like shills, in my opinion, shills suck dick for money. Self-serving agents are willing to suck dick for money. So mercs and vassals, you know what? That might become a namestay, Saluda. I just don't know why the frick some dork from Norway is called Andy. A Norwegian should be called Lars or Bjorn. You take issue with the cultural shift? Like, all right. I appreciate you guys commenting. I will get to all of them. But I don't want this to be any longer for you guys. I know a lot of you guys are about to like go to bed, so
based
I will get to all of them
local
eventually.
Laws, economies, and traditions, while late game forces.
I don't care, bro.
Like it's just you read between the lines, right? To that end, and with a strong foundation.
What are we reading in between the lines?
Like it's just you read between the free to foster the rebirth of historical total war. Modding had to be at the center of that ambition, a fundamental pillar.
That's a dumbass thing to do. This company is going to use modding as a crutch. We see it all the time now. Bannerlord kind of does it. Mountain Blade does it. Which is a huge issue I take with it. You know, mods are something that should come in addition to the game, not simultaneously, not as a core pillar or whatever the hell they're trying to push here.
Translation: if things go bad, the modders will keep things going until we fix things. That's what I'm sounding now.
Oh, that's actually a base take. Wow, good job, Grudges. Yeah, he does have 107k views. Yeah.
Like it's just you read between the lines, right?
Good job. See, they know enough. They know enough. So there's like no excuse for when they're just stroking Creative Assembly off and the products they make. They understand. Well, at least in Great Book of Grudges' case, he understands how this company operates, and I wouldn't consider it above board, and he sees it. He can actively call it out.
At the end of the day, that's what we want to see.
What do we want to see?
Why should we update that? But with a brand new engine, they would need to have a brand new set of tools. So I do appreciate Creative Assembly for doing this Warforge thing. At the end of the day, that's what we want to see. That's really good fucking news. I'm really happy about it.
What did he read? Including the new Warforge tool site alongside... Oh, is that the modding thing? Oh, and then he just goes right back... and then he says something that I can't get behind. We're gonna launch the Warforge.
It needs to be fixed. It needs to be fixed. But yeah, the link for this will be found in the description below. So check like one unit looking back into the city, which is just ridiculous. I've always hated that about Warhammer 3 and other like Total War games and walls. So I'm really curious to see there. Hopefully we'll finally get walls that actually work and you don't have like one unit.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean... I mean, what is there to say? What is there to say? Nothing of note was said. No stances were taken. What is the most previous video on his channel? Warhammer, 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 Warhammer. Just pumping it out. Oh, yeah, we're so excited for these in-game scenarios. Now the game's good. Yeah, boy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
Piss off! Next!
Alright, guys, so Creative Assembly have just released a...
Oh my gosh, he snuck up on me with that one. Alright, guys. Wait, did we not just watch this? Oh. No, I guess they're just titled similarly? Wow, okay. Okie dokie.
A new blog post on Total War Medieval 3 titled Recap and What's Next. In it, they basically go through a lot of the info that we already know about.
Oh my gosh. This is just him reading it and giving his opinion on it? As the whole... Oh my god, we're gonna be spending time just looking at the post. I can just go read the post. Shit.
Her own unique medieval story. I feel like this is essentially just to allay any fears and perceptions of the trailer being an AI generated piece of content. Essentially, that's what I'm getting from this section. And then they.
London aims to evoke the feel of shaping. Oh, that is actually interesting, because I'm sure I think a lot of people accused them of making like an AI thing, and they're like, actually, it was shot with a film studio. I don't give a shit.
We talk about the start date and
like
timeline.
trash.
So our thoughts on the starting date and why between the 1140s to 1440s. Talking about, the history is full of lots of struggle, economic change, warfare, roughly 300 years, essentially. And that kind of ties into the next section of seasons and turn time.
Oh my gosh, you can just go to the stream and do exactly what he's doing here.
He wants to emphasize the psychology of warfare more.
I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my freaking mind with this.
You do these mechanics specifically, and especially on the battle side they're describing here. But I think that Three Kingdoms and Medieval 2 is a great source of inspiration for how you do these mechanics specifically, and especially on the battle side of things. They're this is all just kind of buzzwords. They could come out with a totally different game in a couple of years to what they're describing.
Yeah, so wait, did this come out before or after the video where you were saying that everything they're doing is super positive and uplifting?
Here, but I think
afterwards.
that Three Kingdoms and Medieval 2 is a great source of inspiration for how you do these mechanics specifically, and especially Forge tool suite. I haven't talked to any modder just yet about what they think.
Sweet. That sounds like a paid product. Holy shit! They're gonna sell you. They're gonna sell you mods. Or at the very least, they're going to sell you the ability to make them. When I hear sweet, seemingly, you know, don't take my word for that, but when I hear sweet, I think Adobe, the Photoshop suite. You know, that's what I think of.
About this tool
that's
from what
dark.
we see here, what they're talking about,
that's
how
dark
it compares
if that
to
happens.
previous
that's gonna be real
tools
dark.
that CA has made here. But I think this is a really good initiative in terms of, you know, you're building a new engine for this game. You need to have a new suite of tools for modders to be able to reshape this game into their own vision, right?
Okay, is he using that in a way that I'm not familiar with, or is he just saying shit he doesn't understand? You know, let's get through this, and then I'll read the comments. I'll read the chat.
This blog post is a clarification of all the info that they've given us since the announcement of the game.
Are you going to
There's a bit of a
recount it
summarizing here, I think, as well, of all the feedback that they've gotten since the announcement as well, through the forums, through content creators, etc. And there's obviously this reveal of this modding tool that the things that they're taking on board from the community that they've been watching and looking at over the years and very recently as well, that they want to incorporate in their development, their vision, their goals for Medieval 3. And, you know, this big modding section, which I'm very, very excited about. But just generally, there's
very, very excited about it. Potential for more income in the future. Yes. Yes, very, very excited.
Like a huge chunk how they're thinking that's going to be for the game. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video and found it informative.
I didn't, Stratman. I didn't, and, you know, I didn't. It was a very unpleasant experience all around, to me personally. I cannot stand you. Oh gosh. Ah. All right. I'll put old Five Head back on the screen. No. Don't talk. Just be there. Be there for the background. Let me see. Imagine being the 1 in 3 million sperm that gets to the egg, and then the sperm just reads blog posts to make sloppage. Oh, that's depressing. Oh, my chat's getting too savage. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta pull back a little bit. You can't be funnier than me. I don't know, guys. I think I'm still gonna buy it. Sorry. What? It's Sam. You better be rage baiting me. You better be rage baiting me. I can't tell. I don't know if I know you well enough. What does that say? We have so much contempt. The content in question. We have so much contempt. Can't stand this geezer's voice. Call him a geezer? Ringoism, he said that. Alright, let me see. Saluda, maybe they can come as farming. What? Maybe they can come as farming, as converting him back to the light. Oh yeah, they can like yeah, we can make it a challenge. Like, oh please, you know, bring me to the light. Illuminate me. Illuminate me. Shit, don't refer to me as a chud. So I don't think I like those people. He called himself Andy for the American market. Probably it's all about the money. That's a fair statement. All I remember from Andy is him promoting Troy, and I really couldn't care for the. Yeah, I really couldn't care for the game. Yeah, I remember when he said that Troy was a good game, and that Rome 2 is priced appropriately. If you think about it, I think he said that, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't think I care for any Total War after Attila, to be honest. I mean, even at Rome, I just completely blanked out. Or that's how I view it now, anyway. You know, before I was like, yeah, Warhammer, and then they tricked me and stole my dream from me. Medieval 3 as a modding platform now. Yeah, yeah. You know, yeah. And apparently that's a good thing if you listen to these people. Bethesda shills versus EA shills versus GameStop shill. Who wins the show off? I honestly don't know. Does Bethesda operate the same way? I feel like Games Workshop is operating through Creative Assembly a lot in regards to Total War. You are all right, Showboy. Moment. I didn't see it. I didn't see what happened. Sorry. There's also a big problem with outsourcing your labor to an army of unpaid slaves. That's a fair assessment. Gulp. Did he say hate and Warhammer 3 on the same phrase? Gulp. Yeah, right. I'd be worried too. Creative Assembly comes down like a hammer. Any dissent in the ranks, is not allowed. Nothing of worth was said. No stance was taken. AdSense status farmed. Wouldn't want to have to fix a shit game for free either. Yeah. Great Book of Budgets is also hoping a game doesn't be like Total War Warhammer, when Rome 2 had the breakable walls. He wants so. What the frick is that? I don't know. All right, guys. Yeah, it's not. Jake, it snuck up on me. At Bolin, this is Redacted talking Bolin. Basically, what Bannerlord modders are doing, not even fixing, actually making the game. Yeah. Did you? Yeah, I mean that's how I view it. They're basically making the game for them. That's atrocious in regards to Bannerlord. I think that's stupid. Oh man, there's a chatting. Here's a chat night. How are we feeling? Are we feeling comfy? Oh, I mean, I guess this is a chat. Press S to spit. Don't forget to press S to spit. Actually, disgusting. Absolutely hashtag slopped. You all just got double slopped. What the hell is that in reference to? You as a company should not have to rely on modders to fix your game and add content that should normally have been there at launch. Looking at you particular... Yeah, I agree, French Monk. I agree. Absolutely. And that's what the video is going to be about. To be honest, Total War Warhammer says think a reskin of the same unit is content, so I'm not surprised this is working for them. I know. It's a catastrophe. Every time a Shield Trooper reads a blog post, an angel gets its wings, my wall is full of economic struggle. They get their wings. I would feel like it's the opposite. Somebody goes to hell every time. Their soul gets closer to hell every time they shill for this POS company. The Shield 2 comment farms. Clearly not working since some of those videos have abysmal views, subs ratio. I know, but people listen to it, It's wild. Okay, I'm not skipping these. I'm just go to the recent ones here. The what? Sorry, I missed it. You're gonna have to explain what you said. You're gonna explain what you said. Take a shot every time a Shield Tube farm. No, I'll be dead. I'll be dead by the time. Can't wait for mods to mod Third Age into Pharaoh. Ugh. Mods will surely fix Pharaoh one day. I'll buy mid 3 the day Dolly Parton. Oh, I know she's dead. She just put out a song too. Oh man, Dolly Parton. What a shame. I think she was all right. Hugo Fester. I actually don't think this guy speaks English.
Games are at the best price. Hello everyone, guys. It's Goddess here and...
Oh, he does! Holy shit. I didn't think he did. There's another one
Guys, Resident Evil Reign is absolutely amazing, and if you want to get it at the best price, you can get it for only €47 on Nava. Link in the description. On Neva, your games are at the best price. Hello.
What the hell was that? Was that supposed to be in the video? Was that from a different video? Or was that an ad? He just front-loaded an ad? Get that off. You've never played this game. You have never played this game, Hugo. I don't believe it. 1, 6, 7, 8.
Guys,
8 seconds of darkness at the beginning of the video.
Resident Evil Reign is absolute.
And then an ad for Resident Evil. Some notification from NVIDIA up there.
Absolutely amazing, right, and if you want to get it at the best price, you can get it for only €47 on NewTeutonica. Link in the description. You know, on Neva, your games are at the best price. Hello everyone, guys. It's Goddess here.
What the hell was that? This guy is a featured channel on the Total War YouTube. And he's putting out shit. Creative Assembly. This is what you consider, like, quality content. This is what you consider something that people should watch. I'm actually having a bit of a conundrum here. I'm actually baffled that I just watched that. All right. Where here it is.
Wow. Yeah. And today we're back with Medieval 3 Total War because we have some juicy news. As you know, if you...
Juicy news. Is this like the second guy to say that?
Want to follow all the news about Medieval 3 Total War, all you have to do is join the family by subscribing to the channel. That little button doesn't cost anything, and that way you'll be up to date with all the news and updates.
Holy shit. This dude is just front-loading it with ads. Ads for his own channel.
And guys, today we have a blog published by Creative Assembly in which they give a lot of information about what we've seen and what we're going to see soon. Okay. They promised that they were going to be very transparent with the development of the game. And indeed, for now, they're keeping their word. So guys...
Very transparent. When did this come out? March 4th? When did this come out?
Alright guys, so Creative Assembly just released a new blog post.
March 3rd. So he's like way behind the times on this. We're already in, like, at this... the second devlog released after this video for Warhammer. Or, no,
guys, Resident Evil.
No, piss off. Shut up. For Medieval, right? Yeah, that was the first one. There's the announcement, and there's the showcase. So that came out after that. Oh my gosh, dude.
Development and so on. So, they've tried to give us a rundown of where the project is right now and how much we can escalate to jam into sem and naturalment. The first thing you need to know is that the game is correct.
Okay. I'm not watching this live. This is absurd. Some of it's in Spanish, some of it's in English. I think, you know what? I think we've gotten all we needed to get. This intro here, and then this ad perfectly encapsulates the sphere pretty well. This is not even real footage. This is 1212 AD. He's talking about the previous stream. So I guess he forgo the community thing. Okay, so this isn't even relevant to what we're here to look at. All right. Oh gosh, that was something else. What a nightmare. What an absolute shit show. All right. All right. Well, it's economic struggle. Yeah. I think Adobe Suite. Yeah, I figured that Volan the Adobe Suite. I feel that sounds paid to me. That sounds as if it's gonna have a price on it. No, please, more sloppy slop. Hey, you got it. Suite means a collection of tools. It might be paid. Okay, all right. Thank you for educating me on that. Jake says they don't care about views in the in the interim, as long as CA gives them early access to the game so they can get those massive scaling views on release day. Okay, alright. That seems right to me. This reminds me of that Rick and Morty creature that eats trash. That is a really good. That is a really good. Yeah. No, you're right. I should use Trash Goober as a clip. That's a really good idea. We need Trash Goober clip. There it is. That's true. Can't stand this geezer's voice. Okay, yeah, I read that. I think. Calm tempt. Imagine being the Lolvolin. We can't chill. You're gonna have to, bro. You're gonna have to. You're gonna get me in trouble. I'll buy mid 3 the day dolly. Oh, I just read that. I read all of these. Press S to spit. Thank you, Jake. Pretty comfy. I'm feeling pretty comfy. Can't wait for Modern Mod 3rd Age of the Pharaoh. The Denver shivers every time a shill speaks. Which Trash Goober? Watch Trash Goober and add it to the stream for the consumers. I don't want to pull it up because it's going to ruin my algorithm. But I know exactly what you're talking about. I can feel the positivity already. What's with these guys and saying, guys, fellas, yeah. What's up, folks? This Hugo guy is terrible. There was a time a few years ago where he totally outflanked all of the shills. Might have even been 2023. What do you mean? Like he was better than all of them? or he was the worst one? This Total War killer just arrived on the market, and then it's just an indie game on the alpha stage trying to start its own thing that will be absolutely destroyed by Total War fans saying it's trash. Yeah, that happens a lot. These people like promote things. That's Terminator did that with Vorticrune a little bit. It's like Total War competitor ? No, not even a little bit. You psychopath. Let's see. A pale too far even for them. Made them all look ridiculous. We are not getting enough ads, so he is even stitching it. Yeah, right. Like, we're not being bombarded with ads already if you don't have ad block or whatever. A game key site ad. I know. Really odd intro into that video. Is this some kind of G2A-like site? I have no idea. I don't know what he was pushing. I don't even think it's available in this country. I have no idea. I'd have to look for it. We need a Game of Thrones edit using slop tubers as the Lannisters and the Reach and the Cloud OG. That's way too much. No. We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna do the Mr. Smith, Agent Smith voice line. That's what we're doing. We are reaching new lows. Juicy yummers. Don't say that. I got close to that Saluda. One of my shorts, Ned and Jamie. The throne. Oh, well, Volan's already done it, so go watch that. The way he pronounced Resident Evil Requiem as Rain, I can't. Well, I think that might have been the AI dubbing. Still bad. It's still bad, but yeah. A lot of these shills love their juicy news. Right? He wasn't the first one to say that. AI reviewed their scripts. This is auto dubbed from Spanish, so I don't know if it's still juicy news in Spanish. It just auto dubbed it to be that way. Holy shit, the coincidence there. Bro, adding so many ads that we are getting new measuring system for ads per minute. Yeah. All right, guys, get comfortable. Salua says that's old news, Unk. We need fresh slop. Guys, jump scare. A slop to rule them all. I feel quite comfy. That was a solid 8 out of 10. Volan says he outflanked all of the shills, as in it took a shill posture so extreme that even they had to challenge it. and repudiate it on Twitter. Goodness gracious, repudiate. Goodness gracious. Oh gosh, I'm digging too deep. I'm like the Mines of Moria. I'm like in the Mines of Moria. I've dug too deep and unearthed a Belrog. That's Hugo. Oh, we're just watching the actual stream now. Okay. All right, guys. We're at 2 hours. I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough for now. Oh boy. I will do this again next week. To all those who are interested. I mean, I'm glad people came out because I don't want to do this alone. This sucks doing it alone. I'm basically just doing what I would usually do in private, but with you guys here. So, yeah, better off just making content for it and showing you guys the process. I think, unfortunately, you know, my original mindset was we'll just watch it all the way through, but it's so mundane and uninteresting, in my opinion, that like I can't justify showing this to you unedited. Like I wouldn't watch that. So yeah. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back next week. We are going to cover. Let me see. So all the responses from this here. So it's gonna be all of this. Not this. I removed this. I don't know why it's still in the playlist, but that's Warhammer stuff. Warhammer has its own playlist now because it's just so much. It has its own playlist, and then we'll go until this here. We may not get through all of it because, like today, as you saw, we got sidetracked a lot, which is fine. It's fine. I'm not mad about that. But we will get through it eventually. You know, we'll just keep going through it week by week, and then my video about the actual streams will come out, and then my video about the responses to those streams will come out. Because often enough, I can't put them in the same video because they're just so long. There's so much to talk about that I can't. So, you know, welcome. I'll use clips from this, put it in the video. Oh gosh, I'm exhausted. That was painful. Oh, so I'm gonna read the remaining comments here, and then I'll leave my profile up, and then we'll close out. Thank you all for coming out. I'm just gonna be reading comments, so if you don't want to stay for that, leave. Run for your life. So here we go. Yeah, but thank you for coming out. If you're leaving, I will see you guys next week. Probably same time. Let me know in the chat if I mean I don't know. I'm like bouncing between 2 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Eastern. I don't want to do it in the morning because I know that's when Jake streams. And you should watch his stuff. So, and I feel like our audience overlaps a little bit. So, I don't want there to be a split there. So probably 2 p.m., 6 p.m. You know, you'll see it. You'll see it posted. But anyway, let's go back up. Let's go back up here. Volan is our Shakespeare or something. Yes, Volan. Volan is good at crafting sentences that entertain and also confound you. But it's all real words, you know. All right, guys. Should I put that on a t-shirt? All right, guys. And like a scared face or something. Just as I was finally getting comfy. Yeah, sorry. It's time to step out. We're 2 hours. It's over. That's it. I can't take any more of this. This is more than I would consume in one sitting. This was made bearable because you guys were here. Yeah, no. That's it, bro. That's it. I poured half a bottle of wine into this, I'm almost through it. I'm just like pounding these things, dog. Oh shit. Oh. I'm looking forward to the Bannerlord video. Yeah, it'll come out eventually. I don't know when. It's coming. As you can see, I've got my plate full here. Alright, juicers, get comfy. Oh. Disgusting. At least we have M2EX Medieval 3 is obsolete. I agree. I think I want to start playing M2EX on stream. I don't know how fascinating that is to people. I see Jake the Ripper play it. I might just hit up Jake the Ripper and we can do like a co-op campaign. Oh, Dolphy. Oh, damn it. I'm going to have to reach out to him privately, but I want to they have America, they have, you know, the what are they? The Kingdoms campaigns, they have separate modules for them in the folder. My only request at this point for this mod is that we get the original icons for the modules in the folder so that they have icons. Because for some reason Steam took them away, and I don't get that. I liked those. I liked the little modular icons. So if anybody can reach out to Dolphy, or no, don't do that. I'll do it. I'll ask him. Be like, Dolphy, dude, can you please put these in? Thank you. Mwah. All right. Oh, he is in chat. Dolphy, did you? Okay. Co-op campaign not here yet, but that's gonna be in some far future. Looking forward to it, bro. Okay, but multiplayer is, right? It's multiplayer. I might just hit up Jake and do some multiplayer. Let me see. Hey, yo, what do you mean by that? Wait, what did I say? Reiterate to me. I don't know. To mog an incel on the dance of the voids? Bro, what the hell? That is an insane sentence. Don't talk to me like that. I don't talk like that. Stream status Jover. Yes, it's so Jover. Reviewing those streams is unsanitary work conditions. Bro, yeah. It's rough. It's rough going. It's rough going. Be careful. Legend did this for 10 years, and he looked dead inside. Try not to look too long into the void. Yeah, well, you know, you have to resist, you know, chipping away at the soul until you're nothing. Well, you know, I'm not gonna give in. I'm not gonna give in to, you know, just putting out battles every day. That's dumb. Andy co-op. Yeah, we can bring him in here, have him play a game. Dolphy literally just watched the request. Good. Multiplayer of some releases might be hit or miss. Alright. We'll see. Legend died inside because he played Warhammer. That was a part of it. I don't know who that is. I don't know who Denethor is. Lore accurate Halloween from Dark Souls is reviewing Total War. Yeah, you can see my eyes just get sunken in. Alright. Get out of here, guys. Take care. I will play you guys out. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys next week. Trying to make it a regular thing. Go to sleep. Good afternoon. Good night. Stay comfy. See you later.
Yes. Meme machine. Meme machine. I'm a motherfucking meme machine. Meme machine. Meme machine. Without memes, I will die. Give me the memes. I need the memes. I smell the memes. I need all the memes to survive. I need the memes. I breathe the memes. I smell the memes. I need all the memes to survive. They call me the meme machine. I catch the memes, I spread the memes, I eat the memes, I shit the memes. Without memes, I will die. Inhale the memes, exhale the memes, inject the memes into my bloodstream. There are good memes, and there are bad memes. Why has God abandoned us? Help me. Smoke the memes, snort the memes, take the memes until you OD. If you borrowed my memes, then you owe me a new fresh pair of memes. Meme machine, meme machine. I'm a motherfucking meme machine. Meme machine, meme machine. Without memes, I will die. Give me the memes. I need the memes. I smell the memes. I need all the memes to survive. I need the memes. I breathe the memes. I smell the memes. I need all the memes to survive.
Oh, memes.